What do you see here? What is this? Now you might be thinking, oh, this is a pleasant countryside, mountainside villa in Italy. Oh, how beautiful, how scenic. Or maybe you're more keen-eyed and you'd say, oh, this is the Battlefield 5 map, Marita. Well, yes, it might be Battlefield 5 map. You've actually been deceived. It is really the Austro-French pastry known as a croissant, very clearly indicated by the shape, the outline, curvature, the crescent appearance, the silhouette of it all. And so you might be wondering, how did a croissant end up as a Battlefield 5 map? This map, this pastry, this has to be one of the worst maps I've ever played in Battlefield history. Look at the size of this map. It's pretty tiny. It's pretty small. This map is in the official 64-player conquest rotation. Now, you might say, well, what's the problem with what's the problem with this map? It looks great. Allow me to elaborate. Assuming that both teams do their part and capture their freebie objectives, F, E, and D for the British, and A, B, and C for the Germans, what ends up happening is you spend 95% of the game right here. Now, the map itself is gorgeous, but oh my god, does it play like a steaming pile of shit. And it just turns into this endless meat grinder. Look at how linear it is. So if you're a player, what options do you have? What options do you have? You can't... You can't say, hey, let's go flank and take F, because you have to go through this fucking meat grinder. Take a look at the map. What do you see around C and D? You see it? You see the problem? You notice it? You see it? No, Timmy. No, it's not the fucking spawn points. Are you even paying attention here? It's the fact that you can cut this entire map in half with this one sight line right here. Right fucking here. It's essentially 1.5 lanes. 64 total players are being funneled through. What the fuck? Now, some people like this meat grinder, and it could certainly lead to some intense, epic, only in Battlefield moments when you're pushing through the front lines and you break through, and then you have just this rush of excitement as you're getting super fucking aggressive and you're in the zone, you're just fucking killing everything. Let's fucking go! Medics? Any medics? Any medics? Any medics nearby? Team? The players that really enjoy this fucking map, there's a certain type of player. They rock support. They fucking roll up with their fucking MMG, right? Fucking bipod and everything. They find their favorite little spot. Maybe it's somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. You know, in the corner. Right, somewhere they can just get a clear sight line of as much as possible, right, while not being exposed to anything on their flank. Put an ammo box down so they never run out of their fucking ammunition. They just sit there and they shoot at anything that comes in front of their field of vision all fucking game. What are you looking at? It's over there. What's going on? We're locking it down? Locking it down? Yeah? Situation under control? Yeah. Oh! One hand on the fucking mouse, the other hand elbow deep in a box of fucking Apple Jacks that they shovel dry into their fucking mouth. Because they don't want to get too full because mommy's about to fucking put out the chicken tendies in 20 minutes and he didn't want to ruin his appetite. That's the kind of players that are drawn to this kind of gameplay. Holy fuck. And it just ends up being this long, drawn out fucking stalemate. We're over here. And they're over there. You'll probably just, at some point, you'll fucking peek up, you'll get blown to 40 HP, you peek down, and you just sit there. And you think about, what the fuck am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing in this situation? What can I do to help my team out? I don't have any fucking options. I gotta go forward. Can't flank. I go into the fucking artillery, into the machine gun fire. That's my only option. It's just this clusterfuck of explosions, just shooting anything that pops up and not really making any sort of progress. It's just a fucking massive tug of war the entire time on this fucking map around C and D flag.
What is that? What the fuck is...
What the fuck?
Any medics?
I'm dying! Please,
Any medics?
I need help!
The majority of the map isn't even being used. There was like one time where we used the rest of the map. Reason why we got into that situation is because the dickheads on our team didn't bother trying to capture our free objective. until they were able to push through into E. That was the only way. It's like somebody has to fuck up. But 9 times out of 10, it's just both teams are going to capture their free objectives. Any flanking, any guys behind enemy lines will eventually get wiped, and then it's back to this fucking tug of war. Now, if you look closely, what do you see? Well, down here at the bottom of the map, you have a little flanking route. A wooden bridge. That's right. That is your only flanking option in order to avoid the center of the map. This rickety old piece of shit wooden bridge. This is the extent of your agency as a player. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, God, dude. Any medics? Any medics? Fucking trash teammates. Man, what makes it so painful is how obvious it is for how much better this map could have been. You're constantly reminded. All you have to do is look up, and you see this massive castle structure, this fortress at the top of the hill. You're like, wow, that's really scenic. I kind of wish I could go up there. Me too, Timmy. Me too. Why can't we go up there? Why can't we explore that? Why can't that be part of the map that we fight for? High vantage point, you can get good sightlines across the entire map, but it's high risk, high reward because you're super exposed up there, and there's a lot of ways up there you can flank and try and fight for control up there. Why isn't? Why can't we go up there? And then furthermore, they could have put like a, I don't know, some kind of like tunnel through the hill from A to F to connect and create another route. So I can go from A to F instead of having to go through the rest of the fucking pastry. So instead of it being a croissant, it could have been a donut. And it would have run a lot better. Maybe not a, I don't know, but donut, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really have a hole in the middle. I guess it'd be like a cake. It'd be like a big fucking layer cake. The ones you see at like the weddings, you know, like those big, you can go around, right? You can go around the base, but the real centerpiece is up here on top. Fucking cool up there. That's how it could have been. So it could have been a donut. It could have been a fucking layered cake. Or it could have been this fucking thing. I don't even know what this is. But it could have been that. You know, give players options. Agency. It just boils down to this meat grinder where you just kind of look around and you're like, I don't really want to go through this shit. I don't want to go forward because I'm going to blow the fuck up and die, but I ain't got no other options. It's not a good feeling. Like, everyone's just holding angles, and you push in, and you blow up, and it can be fun every once in a while, but fuck, man. Even Operation Locker has some options, you know? I think that map could have done with another lane, but, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people love this shit, but again, it's just like, you can have close quarters, tight combat, kind of meat grinder style, but still give players options to flank, you know, to not have to go forward into a hail of fucking grenade spam. An LMG bipod fucking laser beam. In Battlefield 2042, maps gotta be on point. They gotta be on point. They have 7 maps at launch. Normally I'd be like, that's not a lot of maps. Yeah, that's a little worrisome. But, you know, for accommodating for 128 players, these maps are gonna be huge. Huge. You know, and they said that you know, each individual map takes about 6 to 12 months to make, which actually kind of falls directly in line with another company that you may have heard of called Battlestate Games, when they talk about, you know, making maps. Still waiting on Streets, by the way. I played almost every single Battlefield game except for like Battlefield Play for Free. I'm not gonna play that shit. I've even played Battlefield fucking Heroes for a little bit. Back when like they were inviting people to like the alpha, I think it was the Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4, right? And they wanted, you know, people who were longtime Battlefield players, and it shows in your profile like which games you play. I'm like, all right, I'll play this piece of shit. I didn't get invited, but I can say I play Battlefield Heroes now.
So much pain! So much pain!
Back to Wake Island. What do you see? What do you see? That's right. It's another fucking croissant, dude. Oh my god, the pastries. The fucking Austro-French pastries are taking over my battlefield. Now, the only difference is you can cross this fucking bullshit in the middle. There are boats and you have planes. So you still have options. Now, even though I think this map is overrated, largely because every iteration of this fucking map, the planes, man. The fucking planes. I'm just sitting there, you know, happy-go-lucky, you know, on my way to fucking Sea Flag with the boys. What a great time. And then next thing I know, my fucking screen flashes. What the fuck? And I spectate my body fucking cartwheeling into the ocean. I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? And I see a fucking plane flying off into the fucking distance, and I hit tab on my fucking keyboard, and I see a guy going 80 and 3, and I'm like, this might be a problem. This might be a fucking problem. Now, Battlefield 2042, the biggest thing they need to nail in my opinion, is the vehicle map balance. 'Cause it seems like DICE have a hard time balancing air vehicles. Like, they should be very powerful, but in the right hands, these motherfuckers can farm. You know, it's either like planes, depending on who is in it, between more OP than Zeus's lightning piss, and fresh out of mommy milker's daycare, Timmy's first airplane. There's like no in between. And I guess that goes to show that the skill ceiling of the plane. But holy fuck, give players options to take that fucker down. Let me walk you through some recent experiences I've had playing Battlefield 4. Let me paint you a picture. Some sweaty dingleberry nerd has strapped up and he's ready for takeoff. He's got his aviators on, he's got his fingerless gloves, right? He's busted out the fucking joystick and pedals. He's got the $40,000 rotating, gyrating, vibrating, haptic response flight sim gaming fucking gamer chair with multi-monitor mount setup. And you best believe he's got Highway to the Danger Zone on repeat, and he's ready to take a steaming, piping hot shit right across the width of your chest. And there's me, you know, I'm just on foot. I'm playing the objective. I'm having a good time, you know. I'm shitting on kids, you know, old school, the way God intended. You know, with the fucking M4 in my hand and grenades at my fucking belt. Now I'm doing my part, playing the objective, like the good team player I am. And in comes, immediately, 2 fucking JDAMs, right? Because yeah, he does that thing where he flips upside down, far away, launches a JDAM, so it fucking, like, it arcs up and it takes extra time to land. Meanwhile, he flips back over and drops a JDAM, so they both land at the same fucking time, right? One lands on my forehead, and the other lands right under my fucking gooch, killing me, blowing up the tank next to me, and wiping my entire fucking squad in the process. Right to the fucking Shadow Realm. And I'm sitting there like, okay. That's how you want to play? Alright, motherfucker. Alright, bitch. I'm coming for your ass. Fucking coming for your ass. I'm back into the deployment screen, right? And I'm like, alright, where's the AA? And I look at the map, there's my it was up the whole time. My teammate is sitting up in fucking Timbuktu, middle of nowhere. I don't know what he's looking at. Just enjoying the fucking scenery. I mean, this guy's completely fucking useless. Meanwhile, the rest of us are getting our diapers filled by 500 pounds of fuck you. Okay, fine. All right, change of plans. I'll just take a stealth jet, right? I'll just take a stealth jet. I'll fight him on his own, in his own dojo. Unlucky, because someone else just spawned it. Just to fly to the tippity top of the highest point on the map. To bail out and send that multi-million-dollar vehicle of air superiority just tumbling into the ground and just exploding. What a waste. Just so he can sit up there all game until he dies and his spawn beacon is destroyed to end the game going 7-4, while the rest of us get rolled by asshole airlines up in the sky. I'll wait. I'm patient. I'll wait for it to respawn. Finally, it spawns. Boom. I'm in that bitch. I hop in. But guess what? It's not that easy. This man brought his wingman with him. You know, they're together, they're dominating the skies. So next thing I know, my sphincter's getting packed in tight in a 2v1 gangbang. All right. So I can't meet him. So I can't use the AA. I can't meet him in the sky. Change of plan. Change your plan, right? What? The only other option I have left. So I'm back on foot using an Igla or Stinger, whatever the fuck, because I'm committed at this point. And I'm the only one on my team. And I mean this. I'm the only one on my fucking team even attempting to do so, while the shits up in the air go collectively 103-0. Let me tell you, it is absolutely impossible for one person to take out a jet in this fucking game. It's not possible. It has to be a team effort, because they fly in, I start locking in, get a lock, they ECM, which still works even if you fire the fucking missile, and then they're out of range by the time the ECM comes down. The nice thing about this is it seems like in 2042, you're going to be able to call in whatever vehicles you want with the points you have. You want an attack helicopter, you don't have to fight your entire team, spamming the fucking space bar, clicking on your fucking mouse to beat them into the cockpit. Now you can just call it in whatever you want. You can earn your vehicles. If I have a personal vendetta against this guy who is farming me, his ridiculous KD, well, I can now invest my hard-earned points into an anti-air vehicle to help take him down. At least that's what it seems like so far. So that's pretty promising. So hopefully this won't happen too much in the future. Hopefully this is their way to combat useless teammates using really valuable assets to your team. But, you know, again, like, the map design should be really well done. One of the reasons why, coming back to Wake Island, I'm not a huge fan of it is because the entire map is open. you're not safe. It's a little bit better with the bunkers in the recent iteration, but it's just, there's no infantry only zone. You're constantly in danger of a plane coming over and just shitting all over you. There's no escape. There's no running. You're completely exposed. So every map, in my opinion, for good design, especially with the 128 players, and there's only 7 maps, every map needs to have certain areas where a certain type of gameplay is benefited the most. Infantry-only areas, like inside buildings or bunkers that vehicles can't get in. That way, the people who want that close quarters combat, that infantry-only gameplay, can get that. And that's where they can go on the map to get their fix. To just give some variety in the maps, right? So every vehicle, every gameplay style can shine. There's a lot of things you could do. Anyways, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe for more, hit the bell notification, please, to stay up to date. And, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Am I onto something here? Am I the one out of touch? Well, you can follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/mellowttv. Links in the description of all that good stuff.